our first movement in the strength is dumbbell hammer curls. So Carly has her dumbbells here, palms are facing in. She's squeezing her belly down, trying to stay in that nice neutral spine here. She's gonna bring her hands all the way up to her shoulders and then fully extend at the bottom, staying nice and tall here. So don't lean forward, stand nice and tall, yep. Beautiful. All right guys, if you don't have a set of dumbbells and you have a kettlebell, what you can do is hold on the sides of the handles, and then same thing here, going to fully extend at the bottom and bring it back up. If it gets a little bit too heavy, you can use a little bit of assistance from your legs, but ideally we're staying nice and straight here, we're not bending too much. Okay, if you wanna make this movement a little bit harder, you can flip the kettlebell upside down and do a bottoms up curl here. All right guys, last option, if you don't have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, you can find odd objects. I have 2 bottles of wine, Hunter has 2 bags of potatoes, and Carly has 2 containers of laundry detergent. But exact same thing here, holding it by the sides, wrists facing in, all the way up to our shoulders, fully extended at the bottom.
Okay guys, next we have dumbbell lateral raises. If you don't have a pair of light dumbbells, go ahead and pick 2 light objects floating around in your house. Ashley's got some alcoholic beverages that she's not drinking because she's not 21. So she's gonna take her arms out to the side, slight bend in her elbows. She's going to raise up to about shoulder height, squeezing her shoulder blades down and back, and then bringing them back down. Go ahead and do a few reps at normal speed. Good, she's standing tall and keeping her core engaged as she does this. Okay guys, Ashley's going to demonstrate the first Tabata, which is reverse lunges and sumo deadlift high pull. She's going to be working for 20 seconds, doing her reverse lunges and keeping count. Notice how she's not letting her knees crash to the ground. 3, 2, 1. Okay, she's gonna rest for 10 seconds. And she's gonna get ready for her sumo deadlift high pull. 3, 2, 1. So she has a nice flat back, wide stance, driving her knees out, pulling the kettlebell up to about chest height. Her elbows are staying higher than the kettlebell. She's gonna do this for the remainder of the 20 seconds. Rest for another 10 and then go back to reverse lunges.
Flutter kicks is our first movement there. So Carly's gonna demo a flutter kick. She's in the hollow position. Her shoulders are up off the ground. Her lower back is touching the ground, okay? Second option, if this is a little bit too challenging, Carly can bring her hands in, same thing. If this is a little bit too challenging, she can keep her knees bent and do toe taps to the floor. Okay, if you're having trouble keeping your shoulder blades up off the ground, that's totally okay. You can go ahead and rest them on the ground, and same thing, nice long legs here. Ideally, our feet are staying about 6 inches off the floor in that bottom position. Last one, she could do this with a bent knee, keeping the shoulders resting on the floor. Second movement is going to be an elbow plank. Feet are together in the back. Carly's on her elbows here. She's pushing actively through the shoulders and squeezing her belly down. She's thinking about pulling her elbows and her feet together here to create tension throughout the core. All right guys, third Tabata, first movement is going to be a plyo push-up. It's a really aggressive, explosive push-up here. Hunter's gonna demo a couple of them. She's gonna go down into a hand release push-up. From here, she's aggressively pushing the floor away from her, and her hands are leaving the ground. All right guys, next version is a hand release push-up. When you're doing these, make sure that your core is staying nice and tight. Hunter's hips are leading up off the floor. Good. Knee push-up is the next scaling option. Again, Hunter's in this nice straight line here. She's in her hollow hold. Be thinking about that. Again, her hips are leading first off the ground. Okay guys, Ashley's gonna demo our odd object row. Today we're gonna be accumulating 100 reps of this. So she's going to get in her starting position. She's gonna let her hips go back, slight bend in the knees,
Chest is forward, very similar to your deadlift setup. She's gonna keep a neutral grip in her wrists. So it's at about a 45-degree angle. As she pulls the objects up, she's keeping her elbows going back at a 45-degree angle. At the top, she's squeezing her shoulder blades together, and then she's gonna come down to extension. Let's go ahead and see about 5 reps. Good. Now Ashley's gonna show you some bad reps where she lets her back round, shoulder blades fall forward, and then a couple where she's standing too upright, okay? It's not an upright row today, it is a bent over row, so it should, like I said, feel similar to your deadlift starting position.